Hello.
Oh, there it is. How's it going, man? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sean Cromwell, creator. I think Eris is still on. Creator of Smack Them Ahead, the animated series comic, hopefully crowdfunding soon, and host of Random Back Issue Comics on this very YouTube channel. What once used to be a weekly phone call between friends is now a mostly weekly, mostly hour-long live stream about whatever we've seen during the week.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. All right, that's all I got. I'll see you next week.
So you got nothing?
I don't know. I'm trying to find the other day I was like, the next comic review should probably be Halloween themed.
Of course.
So, I've been going through the
48
very
days.
What?
48 days till Halloween.
Yes, I've been going through what limited, creepy and eerie and vampirellas I have to see if I can find anything worthwhile. And I'm not totally convinced yet. So that's what I've been doing for like the past 4 hours.
Nice. Well, at least you're digging through comics, having fun.
Yeah, sure.
I've been obsessing over Highlander for half the day. So I thank you for that.
I've seen that movie maybe once.
I remember watching it when I was young, probably around the time it came out. And then I rewatched one last night and I was like, "Ooh, that was fun. I remember this." And then I forgot how funny it was.
I can't take his voice serious. Christopher Lambert.
No. I was reading he didn't know English when they hired him for the role.
Oh. Well, that would explain it.
Yeah. He's always had one of those unique, odd voices that you'll always be able to pick out, like Samuel L. Jackson, but it's not the type that'll put you to sleep or soothe you. It's the kind that's like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, that always seems weird. And it always seemed out of place that he did not know how to speak. Or he spoke so differently.
Yeah, there was because he was in Graystroke before this. Before
I don't know what that is.
The Legend of Tarzan.
Oh.
Graystroke, The Legend of Tarzan. You never saw that? He played Tarzan, but he only had like a few lines in it. He didn't really speak. It was good.
Oh, no, I've seen that image of him, but I think I always thought he was just being Jesus.
Oh, no, he's Tarzan. It was a good one. I liked it. I remember that one from a kid, too. I haven't seen it in, 25 years, probably. But I remember enjoying it as a kid and it being fun, being another take on Tarzan.
Tarzan, right. Lots of Tarzans that everyone forgets.
Yeah. No. It was good. It
definitely looks like Jesus to me.
He's the Jesus of Tarzan, yeah. He's the Jesus of the apes. It's probably what they were going for. But I guess Graystroke was the last name of the family. And they try to take him back to England to incorporate him back into it. And
They always do. Yeah, I don't know. I never saw it. Saw the pictures, never saw the movie. Yeah.
That's a good one. Good 80s movie,
Yeah. So are you obsessed with the Highlander? Just because I said that evil Batman would have Kurgan's
Yeah, then you
voice.
sent me that, and it made me, it piqued my interest. So I was like, damn it, no, I got to go watch that movie. And then I was like, ooh, I got to watch the rest of them. And then I couldn't find two. I couldn't find two. I remember two, though. I remember that one the best.
The space.
Yeah, they were aliens or something. I remember them throwing the tractor trailer at old Christopher Lambert and it exploding. It had like a kiss lips on it, and he like smacked him right in the face and exploded, and he like walks out of the explosion all young and
I remember
action fun. Yeah. Oh man, that was one of the best like heroic entrances I remember as a kid. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
I saw the movie once and I was like, I can't believe they went this direction.
Yeah, I know. That's what I remember too. It was so out of place for the way they were going.
Yeah,
and I guess
suddenly we're aliens. Okay.
And it's funny because the last movie they did back in 2007, that one's not part of the canon either.
Oh yeah.
Like that one was so bad that it was just a dream.
Ugh. Didn't he end up dying in the series also?
Well, yeah, they in the 2001 they kill. Christopher Lambert gave up his life so Duncan could gain all his
Screw
powers.
that guy. Oh, Endgame, was that the last one?
Yeah, well, that was the 2001. The last one was called The Source or some shit like that.
2007, The Source. There's also an animated one.
Yes.
The Search for Vengeance.
Yeah. And apparently there was an animated cartoon.
Oh yeah, it's on Pluto. It's
was it?
One of the most god-awful looking cartoons
Oh yeah, it's like
I've
in
ever
the
seen.
future or something.
Yeah, space or something.
It's
a
crazy concept.
I had it on the other night, and I was like, "This is so bad."
They never locked down with those characters. What the Immortals could and couldn't do. They were always changing the rules on it.
Yeah, even their origin.
Even in the series, apparently you could make Immortals somehow by cutting somebody or something. I don't know. So
sounds dumb to me.
It's like vampires. Like they're trying to make them vampires that could walk during the day or something.
Okay.
But they didn't even drink blood or anything. They were just immortals without the whole vampire aspect. But they could somehow make other immortals. Yeah, it was just all over the place.
I don't know why anyone ever likes that series. I'm like, I'll grant you the cheesy first movie can be fun, but
yes,
I don't know why anyone ever liked that series.
I think it was the TV show that saved it. It was because it was like the way Outlander's done, that sci-fi where that chick goes back in time and creates a whole new life. And I think it's like that. It's that romantic with the romanticized times throughout history that they focused on during the series. And so it became like a romantic drama instead of a sci-fi show.
Sure. Awful.
At least that's what I remember from the show whenever I ended up watching an episode here and there. It was more like lovey-dovey bullshit than sci-fi cutting off heads.
Like Lois and Clark.
There was always Superman there, though.
Yeah, but it was mostly just...
It was about Lois.
It eventually just became all... Like when... in 94... When girls in my or 93, when girls in like my 6th grade class are talking about liking Lois and Clark, I knew something was odd.
I don't think I remember people talking about that show. I remember it coming on and I liked it. I saw Superman on TV. Because before that I had Superboy on TV for like half a season.
I don't even remember that being on.
Yeah, well, it was filmed here in Orlando, so they did put it on the air here.
Yeah,
and it was fucking weird. You could tell there was like, that's Superboy. It was bad. It was badly produced. Let's just say, like, they didn't try to hide too much of it. Lex was like a teenager with a bald cap on.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Oh, it was god awful. But it was Superboy on TV, so that's what I like to see, the superheroes in live action. Sure. Yeah, sometimes they're done very badly, but they're still fun. It's neat to see them in action. At least for me, that's what I usually go for.
Yeah, I'm over it. If I never see another superhero movie, I'm probably good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm still looking for magazines. What?
Speaking of which, I saw the What If. It was the zombie episode.
Oh yeah, was it?
It was
good?
fun. It was fun.
Are they up to 5 now?
Yeah, there's 9 altogether.
Oh,
I think it ends like on October 9th or 16th, 16th, something like that. And somewhere around there.
There's only 9. You said?
Yeah. At least that's what I saw on IMDb. 9 episodes.
Yep, so still not interested.
It's interesting. It's if they would have focused more on the comics or pulled more from the comics or anything from the comics other than like a few things that have been mentioned in the movie so far, I think it would be more enjoyable. But all their source material is the movies.
Yeah, they don't care about source material anymore. They're like, we're popular enough, we can just do the movie continuity stuff.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing. And that's the only reason I find it boring, because it's, I don't know. And they're making it very like DC's dark universe, dark multiverse. Everything ends on a downer. Maybe one or two were like ended on a good note, but for the most part, they all end on a downer. Like something evil, bad happens because things didn't go the certain way, and it's like that's not a what if. What if is like it changes, but it's the status quo can go balanced in one way or the other, but it's usually still balanced even through the what if.
Okay, I don't know what you mean.
Okay, so you have the what if, and someone else gets bitten by the spider. Mm-hmm. He would become Spider-Man, and either he would be a hero or a villain. Like,
well, it'd be interesting. You would have to become a villain, right?
I don't know. Like that's that's Spider-Man in that universe. So that Spider-Man's a villain in that universe. He still became Spider-Man. Still fulfilled the prophecy that there's a Spider-Man in that universe. Even though the spider bit somebody else, he still became a Spider-Man or Spider-Ghoul or whatever it was fucking called.
Ooh, Spider-Ghoul. Is that a thing?
I have no idea.
Oh, well, it sounds like a radioactive spider bit a zombie.
Or like a ghoul from do you remember that old movie from the 80s, Ghouls coming out of the toilet?
Ghoulies,
yes.
I don't think I ever watched it.
I never saw it. My mom would never get it for me. Yep, I remember. I always grabbed it when we went to the grocery store. I'd see it at the little video rental thing, and I'd be grabbing it. She's like, "No." She'd just shake her head, "No." Come on, I've been begging for that and Garbage Pail Kids. She wouldn't let me get either one of those.
Well, she did a good job on the.
Yeah, I know. I got Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street instead.
Oh well, there you are then. She did a terrible job. Ghoulies toilet.
Yeah, the Ghoulies.
It's like part of the whole
Puppet Master type.
Everybody wants to do the next Gremlin, so you got Ghoulies, you got what's the name of it? I always forget. Jinkies? I don't know. Whatever. There's like 3 of them. Critters was one of them. Ghoulies. What's the third one?
Yeah, never saw the Ghoulies.
Me neither.
Hey, we should probably watch it then.
Yeah, I don't have that DVD.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if did I finish. I think I watched the first 2 Critters. I don't think I watched the other 2.
Yeah, we only did the first 2. I don't think we talked about the third one yet.
Oh my god, what was the name
I can't remember. What was it about?
Little monsters that are like gremlins. Munchies!
Munchies.
I typed in Gremlins type ripoff movie. It was the first thing that came up.
I don't think I've ever heard of the Munchies. Well, I mean, I've heard of the Munchies, but
you should have. It was the first thing that came up. Roger Corman produced comedy, labeled as a Gremlins ripoff.
Give me more images.
Hold on.
No, I can't.
Yeah, Munchie's great. That's great. 1987.
Do you know whiskey mixed well with tea?
What kind of tea?
A sweet tea.
No, I did not know that.
I mean, you have to brew the tea yourself, but it mixes.
That's too much work.
Well, I didn't want to go straight because I would probably be on the floor right now, but...
Quitter.
No, I just have no tolerance for it.
Whiskey?
Yeah. Liquor, alcohol. 3 beers and I'm probably...
I usually put a Death Star ice cube that's like most of the glass and kind of let that settle for a while. Just spread it out. Waters it down. They look like they're in little spacesuits.
Yep, I've never seen them. They look
I
hilarious. Pretty cute.
yeah, I think I used to see it on HBO. Oh my god, he's got sunglasses. But I could not tell you anything about it now. And I think my friend bought it and said it is one of the most horrible movies ever.
Yeah, it looks like it.
He's got little sunglasses. What do you mean it's horrible? It was adorable.
Well, I mean, it's probably one of those
He's got a
terrible
wine
movies.
cooler.
It's probably great for the special effects they probably did, but it's
Oh,
probably a horrible
no.
story.
If it's Roger Corman, it's awful, but at least it has puppets, and that's all you can take away from it.
So did the Fantastic Four movie that he did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I never saw that one.
Oh, I got the DVD at one of the MegaCon conventions.
Yeah. See, I'm still looking
fucking
up. I'm still
hilarious.
trying to find a creepy magazine to. Freaking Internet Archive has like every issue for free,
Awesome.
but you have to find them. They're like not in any kind of order.
Well, of course.
Oh, and I like that it. So before I started doing the YouTube, I was on the YouTube. I was on my one friend's podcast for a little bit that no longer exists, called Read More Horror Comics, and we were doing
Yeah, say that 5 times fast.
Read More Horror Comics. We were doing Creepy Magazine from the beginning. I don't even know what number we got to, and Adam Link is like the worst part of it. It's this android or robot, and it's not horror. And I don't know why they kept they kept doing a new story after new story with him, and it's like, please, for the love of God, stop putting Adam Lincoln in issues. And then it's based on a book. I think they even did like a Twilight Zone episode or so. Maybe even in the original Twilight Zone, but I'm pretty certain in like when they brought it back in the 80s, they brought Adam Link back in the Twilight Zone also, or Outer Limits or something. It's like, this sucks. And my one friend that ran the podcast, he despised Adam Link. So every time there was an Adam Link. All right, anyway.
Anyway, okay, I get you.
Still looking for a creepy. I'm not even going to do the whole magazine as a comic review. I'm just going to pick like a good short story, but nothing feels good. Nothing feels like appropriate for Halloween. And I'm actually really surprised at how many, like, because I was going through Vampirella earlier, and I was really surprised at how many wizard or sorcerer-based stories there are. Or, like, rip-off Conans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The artwork is fantastic, though. Dinosaurs.
Gotta love the dinosaurs.
Dinosaur. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, that's about all I've been doing. I haven't been watching anything. We watched Friends.
Been watching
Yeah.
SVU.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. You enjoying it still?
There was one today that I was like, "Yep, I don't know if I can watch this one."
Why?
Uh,
The subject matter.
yeah.
Every episode is a rape or
Well, yeah, that leads into something else that they usually
yeah.
it leads to something that's way bigger that's going on that is just way worse than the rape.
Yeah.
It's good. I like it. It's but it's always different. It's intriguing. I like it. It's like highs, lows, mids. You're like all over the place with it.
Yeah, they're like, we have a report of a rape, and it turned into razor blades being put into bubblegum. Or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like death lasers being implanted into little kids, you know.
Is that a real one? I'd watch that one. That's crazy.
I'm sure they're getting there because I was out of town this week and I was at the hotel trying to go to sleep, flipping through channels, came across an episode of something, and I was like, hey, she looks familiar. I think she was in an SVU. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it was SVU like now.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, so it's still on, and yeah, it was just weird to see where some of those characters are and what they look like now. Just seeing them age from 24 fucking years. I think I'm in the 5th season, so they still.
Is that the one with Munch?
They're all Munch is in it from season 1.
The sunglasses guy?
Yeah.
Does he leave eventually, or did he die? Or am I confusing him with the other one that has the guy that was Lumiere in Beauty and the Beast? Probably. I think Munch is a different guy. I think he just retires or something.
I think he retires because he is still alive, like in real life. And,
okay. Well, then there you go.
I haven't gotten to the point where he does retire.
Yeah.
But his character has one of the biggest crossovers.
Because he was selling drugs or something?
No, and television history. He came from different shows, and his character stayed as Munch.
That's cool.
Homicide, and then he was on a different show, and then he.
That's because he's got a cool name.
Yeah, so he was always the same character that went from all these different precincts.
Yeah. And
then he ended up on SVU, and then he crossed over to other Law and Orders, and so it made him one of the television's longest, or whatever.
I gotcha.
Yeah, character.
Which was pretty cool. Crossing over to multiple shows.
Yes,
no one else.
Which you don't see very often. It's
never
every once in a while, but not that many shows.
Yeah, well, I get excited when we're watching Wings and Norm and
yes, Cliff. Those were those two guys. One of them beats Munch out for having more crossover shows. Yes,
it might be Cliff.
It might be. It's either Cliff or Norm, or it might be both of them.
John Ratzenberg is in like everything. He's in Empire Strikes Back,
and I believe they are even counting their like Family Guy appearances.
Oh yeah, you should.
Yeah, because it's those characters that they're appearing as.
There was an episode of Wings where Frasier and Lilith came on, and I went and then I had to explain it to Andrea.
Oh man, for shame.
And then
my mom was big on all those shows. I think she just told me she just finished watching Wings again.
Oh yeah, I need to get back to it.
We that was our show that night.
And
we would watch Wings, Cheers. We would watch all those shows like that.
Yeah, I was never a big NBC fan growing up. Usually I hung around the Family Matters and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, on Friday, but the rest of the week they had nothing on.
I don't know. I think I just floated around to everything. Different channels. I was never like no. Even though I feel like anytime I got into something, it would disappear, or they'd put on the news in place. So like The Flash, oh my god, I don't know how many episodes I saw before I couldn't find that show anymore. And
I remember watching,
and then it was gone, and I was like, "What? What?"
I was in Charlotte, North Carolina when that came on, and I remember watching all of it, all the way up to the Mark Hamill as a trickster.
Was that like the last one? Because that's like the last thing I remember seeing.
And then they turned it into a movie, and that was it.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's only like 2 seasons, I think, if you add it all up. Actually, I can tell you exactly. I have
There's a DVD that I want to get that's a set of the entire thing.
Yeah. Hold on. I have a list right here of everything I have.
Well, then.
Yes.
Quimby the Barbarian.
There you go.
Oh, that's the one. That's going to be the Halloween episode of the show, or the channel. Why would you name him Quimby?
Why not?
It makes me think of the police chief from The Simpsons.
Shit. 1 season, 22 episodes. You don't even know
what you're getting. What?
1 season, 22 episodes.
That's it?
Yeah. The last one was called The Trial of the Trickster.
Oh, well.
I don't even
remember seeing that one, but
I don't even know if that aired, or if it did, it aired in the form of a TV movie where it was like an hour and a half long. 2 hours. 2 episodes, basically.
I have a memory of it being like a part 1 and a part 2.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
I believe that's how it was. But
Yeah.
I don't believe it came out like they played episode 21. I don't think the next week was the movies. I think there was a gap before you saw
Yeah,
before you saw it.
it's quite possible. I was in elementary school, so that would have confused me as a kid.
Briscoe County Jr. was one that I was
Never
just
saw it.
all over the place. I saw maybe 3 or 4 episodes, and I never got to see more of it.
I think I saw the intro for the first time like a year ago.
I love the intro.
And everybody's
love
like, it's such a good show. And I'm like,
it's
how did
great.
you watch it? I never saw it anywhere.
Sunday after church is the only time I got to see it. And then some Sundays they showed it, some Sundays they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And then like Rocky and Bullwinkle took its place.
Rocky. That's a good one.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather have Briscoe.
Yeah, it's not Briscoe.
But whatever, you know.
Can only see Moose and Squirrel so many times before you're like, I need more Bruce Campbell in my life.
Yep.
Quimby the Barbarian. Yeah. What else? What else you got going on?
Nothing.
Man, I want every one of these issues just for the artwork. There's nowhere to keep it though. Yeah, exactly. It's like everyone I open to, I'm like, no. Wow, that artwork's amazing. Download the PDF.
There you go.
Who knows if I'll ever get back to them. God, that's awesome. Can I zoom? Yeah, I can zoom. Can I move? I feel like a lot of these guys are, I don't know. A lot of them are pretty famous. Wallywood and oh my god, Orlando. I can't remember his last name. Anyway.
Oh yeah, Rick and Morty ended last Sunday. I guess
ended season. Forever.
Well, no, they finished their.
Never have to hear about Szechuan sauce ever again. Szechuan sauce.
Whatever it's called.
Gracious.
It was a good episode.
Monsters. Yeah. Was it weird?
It was Rick and Morty.
I should hope so.
Yeah. It was good. Breaking the multiverse
again.
Bubble. Yeah. Spoiler, I guess, but like Rick the reason Rick was like almighty powerful and the smartest man in the universe is because he sectioned off all the realities, multiverses that he was the smartest in.
I think I heard about
their own
that.
bubble. So all realities.
Didn't they do something with that in like an older episode? That sounds familiar. Maybe they carried over.
But it's been a fucking. They've been planting the message in there since like season 2. About it's been a storyline that's been buried by all this other shit that they're randomized adventures, and they finally finished the storyline and started a new storyline because they broke that
Fox
bubble.
Is never gonna let this die like any other animated show that they do.
Is it Fox? It's AT&T, HBO, Cartoon Network.
Didn't it start on?
No,
Fox.
On Fox. Nope. Cartoon Network.
Well, anyway,
which I believe is owned by HBO, and so that's AT&T.
Warner
Brothers.
Cartoon Network is Warner Brothers. Yes. Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll probably never let it die because.
No, I believe the last thing I heard a couple years ago is that they got approval to do like 8 to 9 seasons right now, and they're fast tracking it. They're just fucking gonna whip them out.
Oh, nothing says quality like whipping them out.
Well, we were waiting like 2 to 3 years before seasons.
Oh, yeah.
So this time, like they said, we're gonna get the next couple of seasons like normal. Like they're not gonna be 2 to 3 years. It might be like 6 months between seasons, maybe a year.
And I contend that whipping them out probably isn't healthy. I think I just found the name of my new metal band.
Whipping it out.
Star Slaughter.
Uh, it's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. A lizard with spiky spikes and a saddle. Do you have to take... See, I think about this whenever I think of Stegosauruses, because I love the Stegosaurus. It's always been my favorite dinosaur. Dinosaur! Do you have to, like, remove some plates in order to put a saddle on him?
What size Stegosaurus? Because that's not a... Okay, you know, like, in the scale of a person.
Stegosauruses are usually pretty
Yeah.
tall, but
Yeah.
still, they get a
I want...
human-sized saddle on a Stegosaurus.
I need dimensions. Find me a scale.
You don't have any of the Jurassic Park toys.
No,
I'm
I
the
mean,
best.
like-
I weigh the most. You're the oldest, but
Actually, fuck you. The kid has all my Jurassic Park toys, dinosaurs.
yeah, no.
He
I have
finds them and it's like,
the new Jurassic Park
Okay.
toys are in scale with the 3 3/4. So the Stegosaurus I have is like this long by like that tall. So
Right.
you got like your Batman. I think you would have to just do it like Dino Rider style and put a saddle on the side of him and strap it over.
yep.
But then I think you would have to counterbalance it because otherwise your Stegosaurus just
course.
walks in circles because of the weight
Or
on
it
the
just
one
like tilts and he's just running in the air,
side.
and you're sitting there shooting. And the fucking thing's trying to run
And the dinosaur is spinning
like-
as he's.
because his tail's lodged in the dirt.
I love
that's amazing.
Stegosauruses.
Those are great. Triceratops and the T-Rex. Loved them. I love them
Yeah.
fighting, even though they would never fucking fight.
Why not? Different eras?
Yeah,
That's what I've
I
heard.
believe so.
Yeah.
But I always liked those are my two. And then Raptors were awesome, like them.
Yeah, I never knew
Even though
about
what we see
raptors
in-
until the movie, and then the movie is inaccurate.
Way inaccurate.
But I don't care.
I know, neither do I. They're still fucking awesome.
And then that's like one of my biggest pet peeves with
They're like the Bronchosaurus, Brontosaurus. No,
the
Raptors. because there is no Brontosaurus.
There is. They brought it back like
Oh,
2
did they?
years ago. I saw an article, and I was like, "Yeah, it's." And then Raptors. That was like everyone's like they always praise Jurassic Park for its scientific accuracy, and
I
I'm
know.
like, you're completely missing the point. They are theme park monsters that they mutated with frog DNA. It
Exactly.
doesn't matter.
No.
But the fucking Jurassic Park, what? What'd you say?
Everything just shook on your end.
Oh, because I
Check it. Oh. Thought you're having an earthquake or something.
I thought about that today before we started. I was like, I wonder what that would look like on stream, just like
Probably just like that, but
Yeah.
everything falling.
me going like this until it stops, and then being like, okay, so moving on. But the stupid goddamn Jurassic Park fan people. It's like any other fan group. Everyone's a lunatic. So you even mention Raptors Without Feathers, and they lose their minds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hate all of you. Just watch the goddamn movie and buy the toys and shut the hell up.
Exactly. They're
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
science fiction, first off. Michael Crichton was great about the fiction part of the science part.
Crichton, not Keaton. But yes, I
Crichton,
know what you mean.
Yes.
I think you said Michael Keaton. And I was like, Batman?
No, Crichton. I think I said Crichton.
Yeah, maybe.
So,
Yeah, but Phil Tippett had an idea of because he did test footage. You've probably seen it with the raptors in stop motion, and they has
Yeah.
the tongues snaking out like a snake. And I was like, oh, that's creepy and cool. And then what's his name? The it's been a while. The dinosaur expert that they had consulting on it. He's like, who's the idiot that did that? And Phil Tippett's like, me. And I was like, it would have been amazing. Who cares?
Right.
It's not accurate. It's not
Man.
supposed to be accurate. Fucking frogs.
Yeah, it's their. Yeah, no, I'm with you. They're
Yeah, they're
movie,
genetic monsters.
genetic monsters that can look like anything. Yeah, they just so happen to be giant fucking lizards.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of funny in Jurassic World where he's like, "You just went and made a new dinosaur," and I'm like, "They've been doing this since the beginning, Owen."
Yeah, but he doesn't know that. It's all he's just some
Well,
dive dog that turned animal trainer,
call
dinosaur
him
trainer.
a dive dog.
That's what they call Navy
I don't know.
divers,
I don't know.
dive
Yeah,
dogs or
I'm.
something.
I am impressed that you know so much about him because I didn't. That doesn't seem like a movie that you would be like overly excited about. I don't know. Like
Why?
I imagine you might have liked it, but I don't picture you being like, "Let's go into the lore."
I love Jurassic Park.
I did not know that how deep
Very
the
deep.
how deep it ran.
Wanted to be a paleontologist when I was a kid, but I can't pronounce all the fucking dinosaur names.
I wanted to be an archaeologist because I liked Indiana Jones.
Well, yeah, then there's that, but it's all the same thing. Paleontologist, archaeologist.
Yeah, he still ended up
Digging
making it all
fucking
up at the
shit.
end of the day. I think it's like this. Oh, okay.
I found it
He
like
thinks
this.
it's like that
so it
too, so I
must go
guess
like
it's
this.
that. What's
Yeah.
that?
It's like I found it like this, but it goes like this, so that's
Yeah.
it.
No. Yeah. Based on these
don't know.
bones, I believe it mated like this. And you're like, how do you even begin to venture?
Uh,
Well, it kind
yeah.
of looks like a tiger. So based on a tiger, and I'm like, okay, just stop. Just stop. I don't want to
Yeah.
know about the mating habits. Just put the bones together and we'll look at them together.
One of the big things in the first Jurassic Park was Malcolm saying he had like 3 kids, but you only see one in
Hmm.
the second movie.
Well, I assumed that there was a multiple
And I can't remember.
wives
Yeah, of
because he
course there
said, "I'm
was.
always looking for a future ex Mrs. Malcolm."
I knew
Yeah.
that, but I mean, you would figure he had something to do with him more than them showing the one, which I had no problem with. I thought it was still good.
I think it was just, yeah. How does he have time to be a scientist with like 3 kids?
He sits at home and does all the stuff on the blackboard. I mean,
Oh yeah, that's right. He's a thinker.
yeah. Thinking about chaos and
I
shit.
think. That's my job. I thinky.
Yeah, the books were great. I loved his
Mm.
books and loved the movies. They were crazy.
Mhm.
I loved how crazy they got. Just bigger and crazier dinosaurs every time.
Yeah, I can usually put all of them on repeat except for Fallen Kingdom, just because of that brachiosaur scene. I'm like, that's a bit much. And like people always bitch about Zara, the chick that gets eaten by the mosasaur with the pteranodon.
Mm.
And they're like, that was overly violent. And I was like, that's effing amazing. But you blow up a brachiosaur and we have issues. And even the ones falling off the cliff into the water, I'm like, I can't do this. My heart hurts.
Yeah, well, that's evolution and nature, Mother Nature, just fucking shit up.
Sure.
I mean, cycle of life. Learn how to swim.
Circle of life for CG dinosaurs that don't exist.
Yeah, they disappeared as soon as they hit the water.
God dang wireframes. Yeah.
They became the water as soon as they hit it. Their code merged into the water. So
oh, speaking of the Matrix.
What the fuck did I watch?
It's garbage.
I loved it. I loved how it was like.
You loved it?
Yeah, I thought it was great. It's
the trailer?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
The trailer was great. It was more very crime noir. I thought it was very more like.
They didn't show you anything.
I know. That's what I like. But they showed you all of the kind of what they showed you in the first trailer for the first Matrix. They showed you none of that fucking sci-fi futuristic shit. They just showed you all the shit that happened in the real world. Him clinging to the side of the building.
Okay, I gotcha.
The fucking phone falling. Those were the previews. So of course we haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
Just
I'm not gonna.
It reminded me more of a psychological thriller than anything else. Like this is we're trapped in Neo's head that's just being like played on repeat over and over to keep him sedated from fucking going all I am God and controlling the Matrix and
I think
destroying everything on Earth.
I think they're gonna pull the rug out from under everybody and make the blue-haired woman the key to everything. That's my prediction.
Okay.
I don't
know anything about how the story's going to go. The story ended with the third movie. I mean, this is all like fake already. Like we saw these people die. The only thing is, Neo went into the Matrix. Like basically, downloaded his consciousness into the Matrix.
Did we get that? Did that happen?
Yeah,
I don't.
Plugged himself in and he fixed everything, and then he kind of died inside the Matrix. But I mean, come on, did he die, or they just like put him on like a flash drive for later use?
I don't know.
So whatever we're seeing is all yeah, exactly. So he's like, what I think is happening is like this is just something that's in the Matrix. Nothing is in the real world to begin with. It's all in the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Matrix, and everybody is. That's why again, everybody in this has been dead already.
Yeah, it sounds convoluted. And then there's a fake Morpheus, and I'm like, you're not Morpheus. I don't care about you.
I don't think Lawrence Fishburne wanted to come back for it, so they just had to get somebody for Morpheus. I mean,
well, there you go.
Yeah.
If
I have no problem.
It's not good enough for Lawrence Fishburne. It's not good enough for me.
Right. I would love to see a new Tony Stark. Like, why did they have to kill Tony Stark just because Robert Downey Jr. wanted to quit playing? Like, I don't need a certain actor to play a certain character.
Well, they wanted to get the all Marvel, all different bullshit
right, but you don't
as fast as possible.
Well, I mean, okay, I get it. They did kill him in the comics like that, and he eventually came back. So if he does come back, it doesn't need to be Robert Downey Jr.
Well, they want to replace him with Riri Williams. That's why they did it. And they're like, you're done. You cost too much. We're replacing you with this garbage character that did not sell comic books, but we want to do it anyway.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to be a superhero. That's why her comics don't sell. She just wants to, like...
Well, the things that I've heard about her, she just seems like a self-centered egotist type of character.
Kind of.
I don't have any interest in that, and that's not a superhero.
I read her first... I don't know if it was a miniseries or the first half of her series. I don't even know if it's still going on, but I read the first half of it and like learned her origin, where she came from, how she got her shit.
Didn't she steal it from Tony? Or did she build her own and it's better?
No, it's a piece of junk. She like had black market Stark parts and it was basically falling apart. It needs an AI. It needed an AI to function.
Yeah.
Because it's just got so many moving parts. It needed a computer system basically to control all the other functionings of like boots going off at the same time to like how a car works, like push the gas.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. You need a timing belt. I got it.
Yeah. And eventually she got like Tony's like downloaded consciousness as her AI.
Yeah, well,
for a little while. And then I think eventually he built her a new suit, or she built her own new suit with his tech. It was during the time that Tony was dead.
Yeah, I got
it was just
I have no interest in characters taking over or replacing characters that I do like.
I don't feel like so far
just come up with a new character.
Yeah, so far I don't feel like she's just because they haven't put her in anything mainstream. She didn't join the Avengers. She didn't take the place of Tony. She just basically joined the Champions, which is like the teenage team that has just it's a Young Avengers basically, but they're not called the Young Avengers anymore. They're called Champions. It's just a bunch of different young kids coming together to be a team.
Wasn't Young Avengers the that kid all kids cartoon movie they did like I don't know 10 years ago or something?
The Next Avengers?
Was that it?
Yeah, where it was in the future and all the kids of the Avengers had an old Hulk in it.
Probably. I never watched it.
Oh, it was good. It was cheesy.
Next Avengers.
Yeah, it was
Heroes of Tomorrow.
Yeah. It was interesting. It was fun.
Boom. Next Avengers.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I liked old Hulk.
Oh yeah, did he have a beard?
No, just all. He was on the cover of that right there.
I missed it.
Yeah,
I
saw
can't
that.
go back.
Mhm.
I already
There's no
closed the
rewind.
window. God damn it!
There's no rewind.
Yeah, the 7 o'clock show is completely different than the 8 o'clock show. Oh yeah, he's got this.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's
All
neat. I
right
liked
then.
it.
Does he eat the kids? Because that would be fantastic.
No, I think he like scares them and then he like protects them and then he just smashes everything.
Yeah, all right,
I mean, he's Hulk and what the fuck?
sure.
He's gonna Hulk out. Hulk was never like evil. He didn't like eat people in the flesh or in the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah,
Then
I
he
think
ate a
I
lot of
heard
people.
that. Yeah.
A lot of people. He was like the size of Kong, though.
They did that in. So he was like 25 feet tall or something.
Yeah, he was like climbing the sides of buildings looking for Freddie Perez Jr. because he was going out with Betty.
Literally, like
That's
a
yeah. They
character
were
that looked
saying.
like him, or
Oh yeah,
it
they used
actually
his.
was.
They used his name and his likeness. Yeah.
Well, I wish the Hulk had been successful then.
Oh yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He's like just smashing windows through a building and just grabbing people and like
Hmm.
and then climbing the building looking for them.
I know in the Spider Clan stuff, or it was like the through line for like the Marvel manga miniseries
yeah,
they did.
yeah.
That was like that's where they introduced the Ninja Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah.
I remember the image of Peter falling with Mary Jane, like all cartoony, and there's just a giant Hulk head and mouth open because they're like falling into it. I was like, that's neat.
Yeah, I like it. That was a good run. I like the stuff.
Yeah, I wish I'd gotten the trade because I wanted to read the whole thing. Like Hulk just keeps getting bigger and bigger through everybody's issue or something.
Yeah, it was neat. It was fun. Different aspect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
What else?
I don't know.
Yeah. I put on a Scream the other night. That was like the one thing I watched. Sort of. I was messing with toys at the time, so I didn't really pay attention. But I used to clean the theater enough that I don't really have to pay attention.
Right. Yeah, I think I've seen that one enough. I would probably play with my phone too much, or get on the iPad, or do something else if I put that movie on. The other day I was watching The Witcher, and the kid was in the living room with me.
TV show thing,
on Netflix,
animated thing. Is there an animated thing?
Yeah, it just came out. It was good. It was fun.
Oh, I heard it was good. I didn't see it.
No, I'm watching the series on Netflix. Just watching it over.
Yeah.
And there came to a part. The kid wasn't paying attention. He was doing his own thing, playing with his cars, having fun. And I'm sitting there watching it, and all of a sudden, like,
boobs.
Lindsay, no boobs. Lindsay came out of the bathroom or something. She made a noise, made the kid look up right when a head exploded. He's like, oh, his head disappeared.
He said that?
Yeah. I'm like, yep, it disappeared. He's like, he dead? I'm like, no, it just disappeared. Yeah,
it's fine. He'll live. He's like, I do that to my Lego guys all the time.
Yeah, he's always popping the heads off those. He's like, yeah, he's okay. Just his head disappeared. He's like, oh, okay. He's not it.
Back to toys.
Yep.
Years
it
later,
wasn't bloody. There was no
psychiatrist's couch. He'll recall this moment.
Oh yeah, I know that. Along with a bunch of other ones, probably.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? There is a lot of nudity in this issue. Sorry.
No. I mean, I'm not trying to traumatize him or anything. Like,
well, you don't try to. It happens on its own.
Yeah. Nah, he's good. He's
unless you're my dad, then you're trying to traumatize.
Told him it was a magic trick. He understood and was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. I forget what I was gonna say. I was
sorry.
distracted by this comic.
Large.
Creepy number 92. A lot of nudity.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And what else am I watching?
So Scream. Scream was
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Me and Lindsay are going through the series.
Yeah, is that any good? Isn't it still on?
Pretty
Didn't you tell me you were
fresh.
watching that?
They just ended. The series just ended Thursday night.
Okay.
I think we're
Did
on
you watch
season.
that, or are you
No,
saving it?
I started the last season, but then I was losing the spot where me and Lindsay were at, and it was like I'm just tired. I didn't want to jump back and forth.
You're like,
so
I can't believe she did that, and she's like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm keeping my mouth shut after I've seen because this season changes everything. Everything's like thrown in the whack, and now so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just wait till I catch up.
Mm-hmm. Catch up, get it?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I gotcha.
So, it's funny. It's a good one. I never liked Andy Samberg when he first came out.
Yeah.
I found him annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Now I find him pretty funny. Like he found his groove. He's not as all over the place. He still has the annoyingness, but I guess this cast that he's with is a good balance for him.
Oh, that's good.
So it's pretty good. It's funny. A lot of laughs.
Nice. Did he do the I'm on a boat thing? Because I find that thing so goddamn obnoxious.
I fucking love I'm on a boat. I always play it. If I'm near a boat, I play it. I pull it up on my phone and just start playing. I fucking love that.
There's like
I'm the boss.
I don't know.
That one's hilarious.
There's a few SNL people. Well, most of them, where I just can't stand them. And I don't think they're funny, and I don't even like see them in major things. I just see them like here and there, and I'm like, ugh, why are you still around? Like, definitely the days are gone of like the 90s where recognizable faces are very funny, and they go and do movies based on the things. So you never see that anymore, really.
No, everything is everywhere.
It all sucks. Everything sucks.
Oh, come on, Groot.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to find a Halloween specific kind of thing. I'm just going to have to randomly pick a horror story and
Can you pick by date?
I don't know. The archive site is funky to me. I don't always know how it searches for stuff. Right now I'm just in the Warren Publishing archive. Oh, hey, look. Oh, date published? Is that like published a magazine or published on the site? Oh, yeah, published on the site. I would have to like load everything on this page and then probably do a control find. And then even then it's just like, here, I'll just show you. It just says like creepy Warren issue number. It doesn't say like October 74 or November 82. I don't know. It's random. Hopefully no
Dracula 79. Monsters Convention. Rex Havoc.
Anyway, it'd be. I don't even know if they did. I don't even know if they did like specific Halloween special issue. I guess I could look that up somehow.
Yeah, you have the internet at your fingertips. I've been trying to catch up on comics. I think I'm in July right now. Somewhere in July issues. Yeah.
I haven't been to the comic shop in like 3 weeks. I'll probably go.
Something just came out
this week. There's a Conan or two, I think.
Yeah, Conan the Barbarian 25 came out, and Khazar, Lord of the Savage Land #1.
What's that look like?
I don't know.
I think I have no interest in that. I think I saw like a few months ago. Khazar, Lord of Well,
And then they put out an Army of Darkness,
Number
1979, number 1.
Yeah, I saw that cover, I think. Yeah, I don't. I would rather get the rest of the '90s comics than starts anything from this decade. Yeah, meh,
Yeah, nothing really.
nah. There you go.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah, got 15 minutes left. We started like 15 minutes early, or 10
Yes, we
minutes
did.
early.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So-
What else? What do you want to watch or do for next week? Wonder what Critters 3 is like.
I gotta make sure I still have that one.
Oh my God, Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh
Oh.
God, Leonardo DiCaprio. Jesus, that's unfortunate. Oh, they're so cute.
Critters 3, yes. And then Critters 4 was Critters Attacks.
Critters
Oh.
Attack.
Oh yeah, what is this one called? You Are What They Eat. All right, I'll watch that.
There you go.
And then that's in Spanish, so I don't know what it says.
And
Critters
I'll have
4, they're
watched,
invading your space.
Haven't watched Titans this week. I'm on the fence with that show just because
Oh, yeah?
their storyline is too fast. Like Jason Todd's already been turned into the Red Hood, and I felt like that storyline could have been worked so much better, but I think they just wanted to get to it.
Yeah,
Um,
well.
So it is what it is. And they barely used Beast Boy. I guess he cost too much money to transform into a tiger or any other animal.
Oh, sure, probably.
So they barely use him.
Yeah.
But I like the Superboy. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that thumbnail pops up every time I open HBO.
Hmm.
And I'm like, nah.
It's okay. I mean, I love their costumes, the suits. They are comic book true to their
Yeah.
suits that they wore then. Well, I mean, Robin's suit is more like Jason or Tim's suit than anything.
Yeah.
Just because they wore the shorty shorts and the fairy boots.
I was so distracted looking at creepy magazines that I didn't notice anyone was commenting. Sorry, Greg.
I don't.
I'm like, no one watches this show until later. I look at the view count and it says 20. And I'm like, who are these people?
Yeah, sorry, Greg. I didn't see anything pop up. I don't have my comments on.
Yeah, it's your fault. There you
There
go.
it is.
You should tell me.
When was that? 9:30? Oh yeah, I forgot what that part was.
Dinosaur. It might have been the Stegosaurus. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, he thought it was a sad face. I think the damn thing's stoned.
Oh, mine.
Fucking
Yeah, Stu. I've named him Stu.
See, I think he's stoned.
However you want to spell it.
I think he ate the marijuana leaves by accident.
I think he's just disinterested in whatever anyone has to say. Like this face, he's just like.
Well, okay, from that angle, yeah, it's like, well, no, see, he still looks stoned. Kind of like, there you go.
Look up, Stu.
Dogs can't look up.
His teeth kind of freak me out, but
yeah, it's like fish having teeth.
You know the one image that always messes with me is the fish with the parasite for a tongue. It eats the tongue and replaces the tongue. I'm now the tongue, and it's like, what the F?
And the fish is like, okay, fine, whatever, as long as I get to eat.
Yeah, I hate it.
Oh, that's a new Batman character right now.
Fish tongue or parasite?
Tongue. His name is Vile. And apparently, like, some kind of parasite got in replaced his tongue or his larynx throat.
Are
and
you
he's got,
serious?
yeah, look him up. His name's Vile.
That sounds vile.
It is. It's very vile looking. But that's like his human name. His last name is something vile. And everybody's like, that
Of
is
course
such
it
a
is.
villain name.
Oh, he looks like the vampires from like Blade
Yes.
3 or whatever.
But he's got the fucking, if you can find a picture of where it's like up on his tongue, it's a fucking, what the fuck are they called?
Parasite?
Yeah, but they look like the giant cockroaches under the sea. What the fuck is the name of the
Lobster?
Not a lobster. No, deeper.
Deeper?
The ones that are super deep. Like if they come up to our surface, they explode.
Coelacanth? That's a fish,
No,
right?
that's a fish. Yeah,
No, that's a fish.
that's a fish. Living fossil, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
You
know
go watch
anything deeper.
I need to go watch Octonauts again.
Yeah, man, get back to me.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that picture. There's a better picture that has, I think I just took them off, but
All right.
yeah, there's a better one that shows like this thing's got like all these like feet and shit. It's like a cockroach from the deep part of the ocean. That's all I can say.
That's like the primary image that shows. Yeah, that doesn't look healthy.
No.
Yeah,
And apparently, like,
anyway.
he can affect other people, and then he can control them like they're his pets. It's really weird. Yeah,
All right, I kind of dig it, but it's kind of gross.
it's very gross. It's very creepy.
Yeah, it's almost too much for a Batman character. But then again, they made Killer Croc just a giant crocodile, so whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works. I mean, he's a good villain.
Yeah.
But I mean, once you figure out who he is, it's easy to take out. So it's like almost
Well, that's like every
one-time-
Batman villain.
It's like a one-time major villain, and this is probably last.
That's
time
like
we're gonna see
Hush.
him. Yeah.
It's like, oh, who's Hush? What's the mystery? All right.
All right.
Now we. Yeah, and then he like refers to the villains by their actual name after that. He's like, "Come on, Timothy,"
Yeah.
and you're like, "Oh, well, there goes the mystery, the
Tommy.
mystique." Yeah, Tommy. I was just generalizing. Yeah. Well, anyway, all right. I think we're almost out of time. Andrea's gonna be home, and I have to start dinner. So.
knocking shit over.
Steve's breaking stuff. I'm going to read the outro. Ladies and gentlemen, if you stuck around this long, I want to ask that you like the video. Watch the other videos and like those too. Share the videos with your friends, family, and church members. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Steve, where can they reach you at as I pull up your thing?
The Instagram place. Yeah.
The Instagram. Instagrammy. I got a lot of windows open. Reach me on the Instagrammy.
SJP2ND Toys.
2ND Toys.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't posted anything in about a week now, so I'll get some stuff up soon.
You posted this 7 days ago, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, about a week ago.
This is still your best.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. He doesn't get out much. I don't see him in the world very often, or his ship.
No, the kid took them, and they're part of his guys right now.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, the kid likes them. I try to take them back, and he steals them back from me.
No, so you probably need more, is what you're saying?
Yes.
All right, we'll look into that. If you want to follow my hopefully crowdfunding soon, it's not a webcomic anymore. My comic, sci-fi cartoony comic, hopefully crowdfunding soon. Go to The Real Smacked in the Head on the Instagram. I occasionally post pictures, snippets, and little doodles of stuff. That is not my comic. That is a mediocre Star Wars television show. Yeah, and then that's really it, because I do not encourage people to be on Twitter, even though I'm there. But don't bother.
Oh God.
Oh my! You're having the earthquake now.
Yeah, the Mando jetpack went haywire and he fell and crashed into everything.
Yeah, well, they'll do that. All right, we will watch Critters 3 and talk about that next week.
Woo, Critters! Yeah, we got to do horror movies this whole rest
Yeah,
of
we
the time
should.
until Halloween. So
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
prepared, people.
Yeah.
Scary times. Ooh. Ouch. Damn it.
Lame. All right.
Alrighty.
This is a good
Take
chat.
care.
Are you satisfied with where this chat has gone? Would you like to know more?
Always.
All right. See you next week.
In transmission.
Stu says goodbye.
Goodbye, Stu.
And communication.